What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? This is your boy, the Sebastian Alexander Bonet, and welcome to another episode of Rhoyally PHUCKED. I am sitting up here with my binder and my tabs because, bitch, you can call me Monique Samuels because we have a lot, or maybe just a little, to talk about episode one, or part one of the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion. So I got my binder right up here, and I feel like, bitch, the library is open. Let the reading begin. So this was a very cute beginning. I'm happy that they were able to have an actual reunion, not like, Real Housewives of Atlanta last year where they had to do that shit virtually and it was the pits. Part of us, I think a lot of us like the in-person menagerie because it gets heated. You can't only do so much on Zoom or on Skype. So it opens up, Andy walks around as he always does. Looks like Andy didn't gain some quarantine weight. He didn't let that hair go a little wavy, bitch, I'm at home, I got a child, I'm a daddy. I ain't trying. He a daddy and he a daddy. So there's a difference. He's a daddy, but he's a daddy. He's a daddy to the boys, but he's a daddy to his son. And depending on what kind of son you're talking about, neither here nor there. But anyways, he goes around, greets all the ladies, yada, 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 yada. Everybody come out in their canaries and their yellows and their mustards colors and sits down. And it was cute. I think I will give best dress to Monique. Best dress to Monique. I like the bob. I like the dress. I like the off the shoulder. I liked Candace's ponytail. That ponytail gave me life. It was bad. I didn't see the whole dress. I saw the bow up here, but I don't know what the bottom looks like. So I can't critique on that. Did not like what the Grand Dame had on. I liked, if I remember correctly, what Robin had on, but I did not like that leopard print cheetah hair, whatever she looked like she was the cheetah girl with Raven Simone and the rest of them hoes from 3LW. But it was like a leopard print hair. Why? I mean, nobody asked for it, sis. Nobody asked for it. And then who else are we missing? Ashley Darby, she's pregnant. And the hair was cute, face was cute. Dr. Wendy Okofo, I liked her dress as well. I liked the whimsical and it's not ruffles, but bitch, the peaks and valleys, whatever you want to call it. And then Giselle, who we will get on. She looked alright. She looked tired. They could have caked her makeup on a little bit more, gave her a little bit more of a drag beat. But she looked a little tired. She looked like she just, she wasn't having it. Or it looked like she did have it, whatever it is. So it opens up very nice, talking about why the Grand Dame always hating on Giselle's fashion. Everybody knows Giselle's fashion is, I'm not gonna call it late, but questionable. But hell, who am I to say? I like to be comfortable as well. So, I mean, they started out like that, and I'm not gonna give you a full recap. They touched on things about Wendy and her 4 degrees, and this is the thing, I agree with Ashley. I rarely agree with Ashley with some of the stuff, but when Wendy came on, she was getting on my nerves. As a person with degrees, plural, I don't walk around saying, oh bitch, I got my degrees, you gonna call me MS, or you gonna call me BA, or you ain't gonna call me, doctor, whatever. That's a part of me, that does not make me. So even as a spectator watching it, I was like, well, girl, if she keeps saying, I'm doctor, and I got 4 degrees, and I work at the Johns Hopkins, and I'm a political comment, it's like, girl, you made that all of what you were about on this past season. I'm like, girl, okay, girl, we get it. You got a PhD, girl. Okay, thanks. You did the work. You did the student loans, bitch. You was a doctor. You smart, girl. You read them books. You did your thesis. You did your dissertation. Girl, okay, bam, we get it. You don't have to keep putting it in our faces. And that was one thing that Ashley said. When you said it, people like you called me doc. You were doing it to be condescending. You were doing it to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Mean, rude, to be like, bitch, I'm a doctor and you're not, or I'm educated and you're not on my level kind of thing. And we see that oftentimes, especially African Americans, that, they get that doctorate and they just think they are the bee's knees, honey. But, I'm gonna tell you the same thing that I used to tell the girls back in undergrad. Just because you a hoe before you pledge, you're gonna be a hoe after you pledge. Because oftentimes people pledge, and this is not just for the girls, this is for the boys too. Oftentimes they think because when they pledge, oh, I was a hoe popping pussy, throwing out dick, throwing out pussy. But then now that I'm a member of this organization, be it man or female, I'm a member of this organization, and now I have arrived. I am the bee's knees. I am the shit. No girl, no sir. You're still a whore. You're just a whore with letters. Same thing. Girl, okay girl. You think you the bee's knees, girl, but you're still that same bitch from Nigeria or whatever the fuck you from, Ethiopia, Budapest, girl, wherever, okay? So I agree with Ashley on that regard. They did ask a very interesting question about using those trigger words like being aggressive, or what was the other word? Aggressive and, I forgot what the other word is. But the question was that I guess someone asked about colorism, about dark-skinned girls when they speak or when they're passionate about something, they are now aggressive. They make people feel uncomfortable. But if it could be a lighter-skinned person or a white person, they don't get those same adjectives to describe them. And so that was a very interesting question. And I think that Candace and Dr. Wendy Okofor were able to answer that question differently from the other ladies, with the exception of Monique. Monique gave a very whitewashed answer. Like, if you're acting like a bitch, you're a bitch. If you're acting aggressive, you're aggressive. But we have to, like what Dr. Wendy said, you have to be mindful of those trigger words, because when you say it, that gives, or they assume other people, non-African American people or people of color, it gives them privilege. Oh, so when she acts like this, she's aggressive. And we know aggressive is a bad thing, opposed to not like being on the football field and they are aggressively charging the linebacker or something like that. But we know that there are certain words, but dark skin, difficult. That, if an actress, Monique, dark skin, if you are labeled difficult in the industry, why can't, you get blackballed? Why can't I just be speaking passionately about something that I believe in? Now I'm a bitch. Now I'm difficult. Now I'm aggressive. Now, bullying. All these buzzwords or trigger words that do become associated with women of color and, I don't want to say primarily, I don't want to generalize, but I can see it being dark-skinned women because it fits the narrative. So that was a very interesting point. And then from there, it goes on to a lot of other fluff. Candace bought a house that her mama didn't help her pay for. Great, hoo-ha. But then the kicker of it is, they go through and Miss Monique has a binder with tabs, with receipts. And that's a wonderful thing. That's a wonderful thing. Receipts are a wonderful, wonderful thing. Because when you have receipts, nobody can call you a liar. When you're making just assumptions, when you're assuming, when you're saying what he said and she said, that's literally what it is. He said it. But when you come with the hard facts, when you come with the records, when you come with phone numbers, how does Monique knows Eddie, not Eddie Long, Lord Jesus. I'm thinking about New Birth. Eddie Long was the patent of New Birth, but what's the nigga name? Can't think of his name right now. Mine is saying Kevin, but that ain't that nigga name. I'm not grabbing my phone. I can't. Jamal Simmons. Kevin, bitch. I was way off. But Mama comes with receipts and saying ultimately, I have receipts from your pastor, your boyfriend slanging his big D. Now, sure, how Monique know that Jamal dick big? Nah, I don't know if it is or not. I mean, I would hope so. I mean, there's lovely things to do with a big dick. You know, it is. And if he got several children out there, I'm assuming he got good dick. Or maybe women just see a free ride. He's a major pastor, a major figure, got some coins or whatnot. I don't know what they see in him. He's not cute to me. He's not the bee's knees. But he might do have a big dick, and the big dick might be good, i.e. the 6, 7, 8 churn that Karen's referenced and Giselle's daddy referenced to. But Miss Monique pulled up her binder, bitch, and said, well, the woman said that she is slanging his dick around the church with other women in the church and got somebody pregnant while he was dating you. And it's his number 901-423-9986. Giselle's face looked dumbfounded. Giselle looked like she didn't know what to say, didn't know what to do. Her mug was cracked, chipped, and on the floor. That's why I said they should have painted her a little bit more. They should have got that press on there real good, gave her a good deep foundation, and painted her back to the gospel. Mama looked tired. Mama looked like she just wanted it. And then when Miss Monique brought out her Bible or her hymn book and started singing the praises of her receipts, I'm like, girl, this is going to be the tea. And mind you, Mama said she got tabs on everybody. So it is very interesting to see what Mama gonna bring up in her receipt book. Mama said, bitch, I ain't been filming this whole season. Y'all hoes wanna ostracize me. Y'all hoes wanna put me back in the... Okay, girl. Okay. Yeah. It's been about 9 months since we've been filming or whatnot, but bitch, I have time today. I have time today. So I'm interested to see what this binder, what this Bible, or the hymns of Monique as we're gonna call it, because you know when you have a hymn book, you hold your hymn book like this, so you're able to sing and see the conductor at the same time. So I'm very interested in wondering and seeing what is in the hymn book, the hymnal of Monique. Because baby, there's going to be some reading, gagging, and teas flying in the next 2 parts of the Real Housewives of Potomac. That is all I have for you today. I am the Sebastian Alexander Bonet, or you can call me His Royal Highness, and I'd like to thank you, my fellow royals, for tuning in to another episode of Rhoyally PHUCKED. Peace and much love. And just because your life may be royally fucked doesn't mean it will not get better. Peace and much love. Bye.